What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux, and today we're going to be talking about some Neural Cloud, and the topic of the day is going to be team building. I'm going to be showing you guys some different setups that you could use, and not exactly with the characters themselves, but with their classes. Just based on whichever one you like, you can rock with that. Nothing really too advanced, just kind of showing you guys some just different setups that you could use while you're advancing through Neural Cloud. So, one of the first ones is kind of like more or less the basic, like just one of each kind of setup. Like you just have one of each class. There's nothing wrong with that. Whenever you're getting your rewards, you'll get them all from this team. You'll pretty much have teams in these categories as you just start out. Right? This is pretty easy, self-explanatory what you got here. Now you can start doing things a little different as you move to some of the other team setups, right? So you could, let's say you don't really care for the specialist, because not all the specialists are really that crazy right now, and you want to do like another warrior that's melee. So you could do two warriors. You have a pretty strong melee presence with your tank, two warriors. The reason why I didn't pick V, because V is an interesting one, but like you have your two warriors, healer, sniper, tank. Especially if you're wanting to keep them away from like your sniper and your healer, having the melee on the field is really good. Especially like if you're just trying to just blast through the mission. Now, if you don't really need such a strong melee presence, but you're still wanting to be kind of focused on damage, you could put in another ranged user. So this is where you can put in V, or another sniper, right? So this is where if you have another sniper that you like, you can do one warrior, two snipers, healer, and a tank. So this is where, though, too, you kind of want your tank to be, your tank and your melee to be pretty strong, and then also your snipers need to be able to finish off those targets that are on your melee. That way they're not getting focused too hard because you still only have one healer. So you do want to make sure that these snipers are pretty strong if you're going to do the two sniper setup, because by either having some really strong single target on one, some AoE on the other, I would kind of separate it like that. That way they can kind of like clear the map if they need to, because you're depending on them pretty big, right? All right, and so the next team is kind of like if you're wanting to do like a turtle setup, tank, like healer setup, like if you're just kind of doing a slow route just to make sure you clear it. So you could do a setup where you do two tanks with the sniper, warrior, and then healer, right? You could definitely do something like this. Now, I would suggest probably having a AoE healer to heal the two tanks, to keep them up. If you have a single target healer, it's okay, but obviously they're both going to be taking quite a bit of damage, and you're still going to have a melee unit, so you probably want an AoE healer for this setup. Or the other way of doing it is you could have two healers, and this is also kind of a slow setup, but you're making sure that everybody is alive, everyone's safe, because like we all know there's some missions where they just take a crap ton of damage. So actually, if you just kind of just wanted to chill and just make sure you complete the mission, you're not exactly, trying to do anything too impressive, but you're finishing the mission out, right? So again, nothing wrong with that. And then there's like other things you can do. Like you could totally just rock like a tank with two healers. Let me see. Two healers, and then you could do like two snipers, right? So you can definitely do something like this. Or you could do the other counterpart of it, which is rocking two warriors. And you could also do that as well. And there's nothing wrong with doing these setups. They all work in their own way, but I really just wanted to show you guys just different ways to set up your team. Like there's not just one way to do it, right? And of course you have your back units that you can use, but hopefully this helped you guys out if you're just unsure of how you want to set up your team. Basically kind of telling you you can do whatever you want. There's not a wrong way to set up your team, especially depending if you like those units. Go ahead and use them, right? I'm not exactly giving the most meta information, just kind of giving you guys some ideas. So if you guys like this video, please let me know in the comment section. Like the video as well, and then subscribe to the channel if you want to get more of these type of guides on Neural Cloud. You guys have really helped supported the first video that I did, and so I'm making a couple others. As long as I keep getting the views, the comments, the likes, and everything like that, I'll keep making these. But anyways, I'm going to get out of here. You lucky gamers, have a good one. Lucky Lux out.